We back after a week off. Myself and my friends, Will and friends, here today on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube. I think that's about it. I think that's the only channels, Lou, that I'm on. So today's podcast or live stream. If I squint today, everybody's because I do not have my glasses. I don't have my glasses, so. Old age messes with you when you get older, and these words are a little blurry for you.
You're younger than I am.
Hey, my eyes might not be younger than yours, but anyway, Today's podcast C27 conference finals recap. Got the Suns on the verge of going on to the NBA finals for the first time in Chris Paul's career. And on the other side, 1-1 series is tied as they're getting ready to play game 3 later on this evening. That was a beat down the Bucks gave the Hawks, Lou. First of all, I want to say what's up, my friend. What do you think about the Eastern Conference finals right now?
I look to be evenly matched. You got the two biggest stars in the game right now. You got the Greek Freak on one side and Trae Young, who I think is going to be a definite star of the future in that league. So it's really going the way I thought it was going to be. I mean, I think it could be a nip and tuck series, no holds barred, and I think it has the distinct possibility of going 7 games. I don't see this anyway letting up easily at all.
You really think you think Trae Young is one of the biggest? Him and Giannis are the two biggest stars left in these NBA playoffs right now?
Well, as far as the East goes, yes.
Oh, okay. As far as the East goes, and you think it's going to go 7 games?
Absolutely.
Do tell. Please explain.
But you got two teams that were the biggest draws, and Trae Young and are both phenomenal on offense. I mean, I don't see the defense is weak compared to that. The offense is too strong. This is going to be like stone nip and tuck, back and forth. So I don't see this being anything of a cakewalk at all.
So that beat down that the Bucks.
One game, big deal. One game of beat down,
okay.
Big deal.
Oh, my bad. 1 game, big deal. But I'm just saying that was a 1 game total beatdown that they got. A beatdown.
This way the series moves on, it's going to be a lot more higher than that.
Okay, I gotta respect your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I will respect your opinion. Okay, let's go over to the Western Conference side. 3-1. Brutal game to watch last night. I don't think either team shot the ball better than 40% last night. A lot of rebounds to be had because there was a lot of missed shots. But anyway, no Kawhi. You can see the difference. PG can't beat them by themselves. Reggie Jackson.
I was going to say that.
He's a decent player. Yeah, he's a decent player, but he's not an all-star. But let me ask you this question. How annoying do you think Patrick Beverly really is? Because this is Devin Booker's not the only guy he's done this to. He's done this to too many guys. But
exactly.
He seems to be very annoying. How annoying do you think he is?
I don't like him. I'm not much of a Clippers fan anyway, but Patrick Beverly has got to be one of the most boring members on the team. Probably even further than that. I mean, I never liked him as a player. He just bugs me. Ugh.
Okay. So, will the Suns close it out in the next game, or will it go back to LA for Game 6?
No. I don't see this happening without Kawhi Leonard. I mean, this team, I think is done. Paul George can't, just do it by himself, or even when you say about Reggie Jackson, they need Kawhi, or else they don't have it. That's a very powerful weapon they have in Kawhi, and without it, I don't see the Clippers coming back. I know Tyronn Lue says, "Well, I'm not giving up on this team yet." Well, I admire his thinking, but realistically, I don't see it. I say tomorrow night that the Phoenix is going to wrap it up.
You're saying Kawhi Leonard, right? I just want to make sure. Maybe my ears were bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, without Kawhi, they don't have a shot. No, honestly.
Well, 5%, but forget it.
Okay, well, 5%, 2%.
I got to give a little.
However you look at it, they don't really have much of a chance without Kawhi.
I have to give a little leeway, man. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, you're just writing him off like dead. Like I don't want to be that cruel.
I'm writing them off. I wrote them off before the series started, but I didn't give them a chance to win those last 2 games without Kawhi against Utah either, and they proved me wrong. So, but anyway, in this series, it's proven that the Suns just have a little bit too much. They're a more healthier squad, and they're going to move on to the NBA Finals. That's going to be played in July. How weird is that?
Well, under the circumstances, I
Mhm.
understand. Under normal year, that would be weird because it's WNBA season, and it does seem a little weird playing in July. But then again, basketball you can play all year round, so it doesn't really matter too much. But under the circumstances, what happened with coronavirus and whatnot, I get the reason why they're playing now. But hey, I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is not an ordinary summer. We got so much going on. I mean, it's not in a doldrum summer this year. So I'm actually enjoying it.
I mean, I get why it's happening. I just said it looks weird. I get the
You
reasoning
should see me when I get up
of
in the morning.
all the
Too.
causes that the reason why they're playing in July. But I mean, my goodness. I mean, this
Well,
is
you should see
late in the year.
You should see my reflection in the mirror in the morning. That's looking weird too. Ah.
I don't have the drum beat. I mean, the drum roll today.
I
to
get
hit you with that. For that. What's up, D? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, fam? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling really good. The first 2-day break in this month of July from work, bro. I'm really, really happy.
Not July yet.
Hey, well, I ain't gonna tell you what I just did.
What happened?
I had like 9 days off.
Yeah, you on your own business. You can do that type of stuff. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm waiting to get with you. I might need to come up to the A so we can start another company. What you got?
I told you about this networking thing, man. Let's get this media thing going. I'm trying to tell you, we got to find a way to hit on these dollars that these doggone podcasting sites hitting on. We got to find a way to get it because they murking folk out here because everybody and their mama trying to do live streaming and podcasting. We need to find a way to host our own live stream or edit videos for people so we can get this money because it's out there to be made.
All right, well, I'm on a phone call away. You know how we do it.
That's what we need to do for real. Then we get Lou on video, get a couple of his nickels. Hey man, what you think, man? Tonight, game 3 between the Hawks and the Bucks. That was game 3. Hi, baby girl.
What is it, darling?
Hey.
She got scared.
On camera.
Hey, was game 2 what it's gonna look like? Or was that just, the Bucks just really needed that win and they just took it? They just showed the young Hawks, hey, listen, this ain't gonna be as easy as you thought.
I think it's gonna be just like game 2. I think it's gonna be a little tighter, but I think it's gonna be like game 2. I've been impressed, man. I ain't gonna lie. I kept telling y'all, I kept saying for the longest that the Bucks weren't gonna win until Giannis learned how to play outside in. Somebody told him, I don't know who told him I said it. But somebody told him, hey man, dude down there in Tallahassee said, man, you need to start playing in the paint. The man got almost 60 points in the paint in the last 2 games because he finally figured out, dude, you're bigger than stronger than everybody you play against. Just be bigger than stronger than everybody you play against. That's pretty simple.
Yes.
So I think it's gonna go that same way. Atlanta don't have the size, man. They just don't.
Oh, the Hawks fans say Capella can be.
Man, please.
I'm just don't shoot the messengers. I'm just relaying the message. The Hawks fans say that Capella he's gonna step up big tonight. He's gonna be able to he's gonna stop Giannis from doing all those doing the switch, the Jordan little switch roll that he did on him in game 2, which was nasty. That was nasty.
That was sweet.
But they say Capella, bro, is gonna be the Giannis deterrent. What do you think?
No. You want to hit that one, Lou?
Well, as I mentioned, that the Hawks Bucks series, I think, is going to be more tighter as the series goes on. So game 2 was a bit more of like a one-way street, but I don't see it happening throughout the series. I mean, even in the best of series, there's always one game that always gets away in a rout, like by about 15, 20 points. Okay, that happens in one game of 7-game series. That's natural. But as the series progresses, they're familiar more with each other. They can figure out each other's moves, and it makes it more into a talk-like game.
I think that's why it's gonna be like that, though, Lou.
Yeah.
No, I think that's why it's gonna go like that. In game 1, they had played Trae Young, but it's not a series. You know what I mean?
No.
First game, Trae went crazy in the second half. Last game, Trae didn't do none of that. And you saw what they did. They threw a lot of bodies at him. They bumped him. They hit him. even when the bigs were showing high, like he wasn't coming off of those screens doing the shimmy no more because he was coming off and he was seeing Brook Lopez who looked just like arms and legs, and he looked like an octopus chasing the dude on one play. I was like, God Almighty, his feet is on this dude. But I'm just saying, the longer they play and the more they get used to what he does, like he didn't live in the paint in game 2. He barely got in there. And even when he did, like the pocket passes were gone, the lob was gone. Like that's what teams do in the playoffs. They take away what you do best. And Atlanta has nothing to take away their size. Like you can't negate size. It is what it is. I don't care what you put on the floor. When you have to come back down and play offense, they're still gonna be big. Like there's no answer for that. So Capella gonna be in foul trouble all night if they try to put him on Giannis. Like that's not gonna be a good idea. The best thing they could do is try to throw a lot of bodies and hope Herter and them boys are just hitting from all over the place. Because if they 3-point shooters are not on point, they got no shot.
No, not at all.
He's got a very valid point, Lou. They're just bigger than Atlanta. And another thing is, I don't know what NBA players look at, and I watch enough NBA. He's going to spin when he goes left. Yes. He's going to spin when he goes left.
But you know why they can't counter it, man? It's the same reason that nobody could counter the fadeaway from Jordan. You know it's coming. You just don't know when. You know it's coming. You know the spin is coming, but you don't have any idea when that spin is happening. Because he's so big and long. Even if you can count, even if you can be like, okay, he's gonna spin right now. By the time his whole body turns around, he like 4 feet past you.
Good point.
He's like super long. Like he take 3 steps and go from the 3-point line to a dunk. So it's kind of hard to time that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when he goes left, whenever he goes left, it's gonna be if you overplay the left, he counters the move with a spin. It's every single time.
That's the if though. You just said it. If you overplay the left, he does what he does based on what you do. If you don't overplay the left, he gonna dunk on you.
Good point.
If you overplay the right, he spins left. If you don't overplay the right, he's gonna dunk on you. Like like James Harden tried to simplify what he does, I think, to a little bit of an extreme. He said it's not a skill to be tall and fast. That's true.
Right.
That's a gift.
Right.
It's a skill to learn how to hone that into an MVP level player, though. We know a lot of tall, fast people who can't play anything. They just tall and fast because they tall and fast because that's what God gave them.
I mean, size and everything, Well,
okay. You gotta look at it like this. I'm not getting into that part of the conversation. I'll just say this. They have at least 4 or 5 players on their team that are close to 6'10" and over. And Atlanta has what? 1, 2, maybe?
Now Collins is not 6'10", Collins is 6'9".
I ain't even talking about Collins. I'm talking about the backup dude.
He's only 6'8". The backup dude from USC is only 6'8".
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like there's no combating somebody that big. Like Brook Lopez was looking like a volleyball player the other night. Every rebound, he just tap, tap, tap. Oh, here you go. Tap, tap. Nope, you can't have it. You know what I mean? Like he was playing with little kids. So I was the only part of game 2 that I didn't like was late in the second half, Giannis started shooting threes. I was mad about that because I'm like, dude, no, don't do that.
He can't shoot threes. You just can't do it.
No, you're killing them.
At least he shoots. Ben Simmons won't even take a shot in his man underneath the basket.
Ben Simmons needs to go see a psych. He needs to see somebody. There's something up here.
Yeah,
that's wrong with him. Like people say what they want, bro. I'm not even an NBA player. If I'm open, I'm pulling. I'm pulling. I can hit nothing but backboard. I'm gonna keep you gonna leave me open. I'm gonna keep shooting. Every time y'all pass it, it's going up.
At 48, if I come up the court, you in the paint, bro. Up jacket from 23.
I'm shooting.
I know. I might can't move. I might can't move, but I know I can still shoot. There ain't no days as an NBA player. This cat should be at the free throw line, and the dude is literally under the basket, and he refuses to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he wouldn't even dunk the ball.
I was like, "What is wrong with Buddy?" Like he calls Doc an NBA championship because I thought Philly was the best of the teams that's left. Now
I don't agree with that. I don't.
I thought they were.
I know. No. I don't agree with the fact that you said he cost Doc a championship. Doc cost himself a chip.
Yes.
You had Tyrese Maxey on the bench,
right?
Who scores. He gets you buckets every time he get in the game. He flips the floor. He flips the floor because he can shoot. He can shoot pretty much anywhere. But Doc was so stubborn. I'm gonna play Ben, and I'm gonna play Ben at the point. Play Ben. Make Ben run the wings, play defense, and when it's crunch time, Ben, you gotta come sit over here by me. Sorry.
He did that in game 7.
What it is.
Yeah,
that was too late.
Yeah,
you should have got the game 7. Like I said, he cost himself that because he's stubborn. I don't give a damn who you is. If my job on the line, hey dog, you getting paid, sit down. See it. Go over there.
Say you and Elton Brand could have just had it out. Elton Brand asked why he's not playing. You just have it out.
Listen, Elton Brand want to win too. He looks bad for not making the James Harden trade after watching what you just got in the playoffs. So he don't have nothing to say. Just sit over there. Listen, keep your suit on, take your jacket off, and sit up there in the box and let me do my job.
So are they moving him? Are they moving Ben?
It's gonna be hard. They're not gonna get adequate value. Like they're gonna have to settle for a deal.
Man,
they really are.
So settle means Buddy Hield?
No, they don't need Buddy Hield.
Okay.
The best player that they can get on the market right now, if they can swing the deal, would be CJ McCollum. I think CJ is gonna get moved. You send Ben up there to Portland. Now you got a big defensive guard to play next to Dame. Now somebody gonna have to make him go get in the gym. That's just it. Somebody gonna have to make him go get in the gym. I don't care if they take the key and lock him in like Joe from Lean On Me. You can't come out of the gym until you can make 15 shots from 10 feet or something.
They call me Christian Show, now they call me Batman.
I'm serious, man. I don't mean like it's ridiculous the fact this dude has been in the league 6 years and he can't shoot a 10-foot jump shot.
Yeah,
refuses to shoot it.
Yeah, like mechanically, there's nothing wrong with your body. That's just you're not putting in the work in the offseason.
Right.
That's just it. You're not putting in the work in the offseason. John Morant scared nobody from mid-range when he got in the league his first year.
And his second year.
Yeah, last year he looked a lot more comfortable taking those shots. Even the three, when people were leaving him open, but he was making you pay for leaving him open. They look at Ben Simmons and be like, hey, man, the towel boy out here with the ball.
I'm trying to tell you, they don't give that boy no respect. So why you want to do that to Dame, bro? Why you want to do Dame like that?
I feel like this right here. Dame is the kind of dude who I feel like would take him to Oakland, hook him up with GP and be like, hey, OG.
Yeah.
I need you to talk to him. Figure out what we can do and make him serviceable. All he had to do on offense is be serviceable. That's it. He ain't got to be a stud on offense. Not playing with Dame. You can take a lot of the pressure off of Dame because now Dame can do something he can't do right now. He can play off the ball.
Okay.
Dame can play off the ball. When you have a big guard or a guard that causes you problem, you put Ben on him. You're not worried about losing Ben for crunch time because Ben don't get you no points. But Ben can help pace you out in the league by shutting down this other guard. He can guard basically 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's not good value, CJ McCollum, though, for real.
No.
To me, it is. Okay, this is why. Okay, you got Tyrese Maxey. To me, Tyrese Maxey is an NBA point guard. He is. Maxey scored 63 points in the game, even though everybody wasn't playing.
Everybody wasn't playing. He had no choice but to shoot that game. D. Nobody else was playing.
You could have put Ben Simmons in the game. He wouldn't have scored 63 points with nobody out there.
But he has scored 42 points in the game.
I ain't say 42.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So you give me CJ. To me, CJ is an all-star in the East. CJ is a perennial all-star in the East.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Who else you got?
I might can see it, but that's a tough one.
I'm just saying, but you don't need you have Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid don't get hurt, that series is over in 5.
Big IF. Right. That's a big IF.
That's a big if. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you have CJ, you have Danny Green, you have Seth Curry. They need to trade Tobias Harris for anybody.
They shouldn't have paid Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. That's the problem right there.
Hey man,
they should not have paid. They should not have paid Tobias over Jimmy.
Listen, man, it happened. Now fix it. That's all I'm saying. It
You're
happened.
right. The causes happen, but they see the effect. But I'm just saying, I see it this way. As far as Tobias Harris is concerned, I've always said this cat's a great role player. I don't know why anybody would pay a role player $100 million. I'm not in Cat's pocket, and I get for those who say, well, you saying the player shouldn't get paid. I never said that. I just said, for me, certain role players shouldn't get money. It's just like, and I'll move you to the NFL. You don't get to have a career year and tell me you got 4 years left on your contract and you want a new contract. Bruh, peace.
I agree.
I holler.
Ain't nothing you can do but show up and work.
That's it. Don't show up, I'll find you. It's just that way. You're not that good. Nobody's that good. Unless
I would agree.
Unless your name is LT and not LaDainian Tomlinson, Lawrence Taylor. I'm talking about a defensive player, or you Derek Thomas, may rest in peace. Or you know what I'm saying, or you Dion playing
one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm talking Dolphins Nation about Xavier Howard. I'm sorry, you are not that good. You are not worth me giving you top defensive player money because you had 10 interceptions, bruh. Part of this is scheme too, and I know I'm crossing sports. Yeah. Part of what you did is scheme. Now you stuck the receivers. I give you that, but bro, part of that is scheme because the Dolphins all out blitz a lot, and y'all play some garbage quarterbacks. So let's be real here. Let's be real, but I ain't giving you no, and I did say I ain't giving you no extra money.
Yeah, you did.
You getting what you got. That's what I'm saying. But as far as Ben Simmons is concerned and Tobias Harris, I'm just not with that paying role players franchise. I don't agree with Chris Middleton getting that kind of money, bro. You cannot be a difference maker to me and get that type of contract. I'm sorry, you got to be a guy that says you can help us. I mean, you can lead us to a championship, not help, but lead.
Okay, well, I'll put it like this. Now, in Chris Middleton's case, I understand why they did it. Because you weren't paying nobody else to come to Milwaukee. They had money.
I get that one.
And if somebody didn't dry snitch, they had Bogdanovich. They had him. I don't know who told, but
Bogdanovich's agent.
Bogdanovich's agent dry snitched on him.
He dry snitched because you know why? Because Atlanta came in offering more money because he was a restricted free agent.
Yeah, he had to go the best deal. But
the Bucks wouldn't say nothing. That had to be his agent being like, wait, time out. Wait,
Atlanta's how much?
Yeah, Atlanta's offering money. Oh yeah, we finna definitely dime y'all out because we're gonna get this bread and Sacramento can't match it, so we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna push back against you and Smitty about Bogdanovich. Now I got enough game samples. Bro, he ain't that good.
Well, this is the thing. No, Joe, you got to hear me out on this. This is just like the situation with Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons.
Okay.
If you have a guy like Joel Embiid, you build a team based on what he does best.
Okay.
When he's in the post and there's nobody else down there but him and one other dude, that's like Shaq, barbecue chicken. Okay. So Tobias Harris not dependable. Ben Simmons ain't gonna shoot. So if I'm building that team, I'm trading both of y'all. I'm getting as many complementary pieces to go with this dude and one lead guard. I need a lead guard because I need somebody that can control the game.
And you think CJ's that dude?
I think he could be. I really do. CJ's never played with a dominant post presence ever. He's played with a dominant off guard who basically does the same thing that he does. Dame is better at it, but they basically do the same thing. So if it's me, I take that shot. I give CJ his own team. I load up on good role players. I need players that do exactly what I need them to do. Kind of like the Tucker trade for Milwaukee. He only does what they need him to do. Same thing with Bogdanovich. If you get him and put him on the same court with Giannis, he gonna get so many open 3-pointers. Like he get open shots now, but they ain't nowhere near as open as he would get playing with Giannis. So I get your point. He might not look that good because he have to dribble some. You ain't got to dribble really none if you a shooter playing with this dude. You just
very true.
Stand there and shoot. So you know what I mean? Like that situation is what I said. But if I'm Philly, it's a fire sale. What you got? I'm so serious. What you got?
I think Philly and the Clippers gonna have a fire sale because I think Ballmer's gonna lose his mind after they lose this finals.
Bro, and Kawhi is out. Kawhi out. Can't Kawhi avoid his contract this year?
Oh, he can avoid his contract. We already know.
Oh yeah, he out. Listen, South Beach, see you in a little bit. Get ready. Hey, you can smile until you get ready. South Beach, he'll see you in a little bit.
I don't want to jinx it, but you know what I've been wishing for this entire playoffs for the Clippers to just fall.
Just lay an egg.
Lay an egg, and they're laying an egg, and then no. And then to hear that the medical staff with the Clippers is not listening to Kawhi, they trying to pressure him to play. Thank you, Clippers staff. Thank you. You know the same thing San Antonio did. That bro,
you know he ain't having that.
Yeah, that bro is out. Now, Uncle Dennis, let me speak to you, Uncle Dennis. Somebody make sure Uncle Dennis get to see this because I'm talking directly to you. I'm gonna tell you why LeBron got bounced out of Miami or why he left, because his people thought they had clout. Pat Riley don't play them games. Told you right now.
Pat Riley walk around with Alonzo Mourning next to him.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't even think you walk in the office and see Zoe and be like, "Yeah, you finna try to."
Yeah,
sure.
Pat, you gonna do what we say. Zoe probably be sitting over there. You know, he had that stone stoic face too.
Yes.
He looked like the dude that got chiseled out of granite and stand there just.
Hey, bro, Pat don't play them games, bro. So I would just go ahead and warn you, for Uncle Dennis, before you go ahead and approach Pat. Listen, we gonna give you some amenities. Now we can't do too much for you, but we gonna give you some amenities. But I'm trying to tell you, don't go in there playing with Pat because it ain't gonna work. That's gonna be a non-starter.
Pat ain't got to do none of that, bro. I'm telling you, all he gonna do is take Uncle Dennis and leave him on the beach. Take him right there to the front entrance of Star Island and say, "I'm gonna see you in a couple hours after we do this deal." Uncle Dennis ain't gonna care what happened in that meeting.
He gonna take Dennis to live. He gonna take him to club live.
I was trying to tell you, he gonna leave him in there. Listen, UD, y'all keep him in here
pretty much
for a while until we finish. Listen, call Khaled and tell him to meet you with the stretch, and we done.
I know this much.
And take him by Sundays before you bring him back.
I know that's right. Please let him go see Trick, please. Let him go see Trick.
Hey, Lou. Lou, if you ever make it to Florida, I'm taking you to Sundays. Okay. We're going to Sundays. We're going to either drive or fly. We're going to Sundays.
Oh, boy, Trick got problems, boy. That social media cover out Trick. You don't talk about Beyonce, boy.
I ain't even getting in that.
No, I won't.
That man just gave his opinion. Boy, they came out to that boy hard.
Hey, man, you can't give your opinion in these United States, man. You got to be quiet.
You can't say that. And his point was really valid. It's just the fact that who he spoke about. That's just crazy.
You said what?
Yeah, you can't talk about that chick, bro. And she made music in years, but you still can't talk about it. But anyway, not that I know of anyway. But if Kawhi does get to Miami, that would make Miami interesting, I think. But man, that Brooklyn team gonna be really mad next season. They'll be hot. If they healthy, they're gonna be hot. And let me ask you guys this, since we're in the Eastern Conference, and I know we want to get to the West at some point, but let me ask you about this Trae Young. Trae Young could possibly have a better career than Kyrie. Now I tried to see this from a different couple of angles. You know, I'm in Atlanta, bro. I hear a lot of things. But Trae Young
heard Kyrie and Steph. That's what I heard the other day.
Yeah,
I heard that buffoonery.
He's gonna have Steph is eliminated, bro. And this is why I eliminate Steph out of any conversation with Trae Young. Steph is a 40% three-point shooter. Career.
not a good year. This is career average.
This is career. Trae Young didn't even average 40% shooting the three ball when they beat Philly. I don't want to hear it no more. Keep him and Steph out of the same sentence unless you're saying they both light-skinned brothers. That's it. That's the only time you should bring the two of them up. That's it. But Kyrie, bro, they say he's going to have one person or two people said he's going to have a better career than Kyrie, or possibly a better career than Kyrie. I want to know, Lou, will Trae Young possibly have a better career than Kyrie Irving? And I really want you to think about this because I know people don't like Kyrie, but really think about this, about Kyrie against Trae Young. So Lou, is he possibly gonna have a better career than Kyrie Irving?
I think he does. I mean, Irving's always getting banged up and whatnot. His mind hasn't really been on the game, especially in the last recent year or so. So I think Trae Young, I think is a more focused player, and I think with that he will have a better career than Kyrie Irving. I mean, Irving is just like he seems lost, and
Why do you say that?
In the series, I think he kind of lost too. I mean, he's been so out of it especially the last year alone. It's like he's there, but mentally, I don't think he wants to be there.
What gives you that impression?
All the personal problems he went through this past season and whatnot, and he said, "Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, time off or whatnot, personal reasons, whatnot." That's a cop out, really. And I don't think his mind has been on the game much this year. Young seems to have to be more into it, more focused into it. Young and Kyrie. It's kind of disappointing to see it coming from a Nets fan, and he didn't really, he didn't seem like he wanted to be there. I mean, we counted on the big three to be there, but half the time the big three wasn't even there, and most of that
maybe because they were injured. Is that possibly?
Well,
they were injured.
But Kyrie was going beyond injury. I mean, he just felt like he was just so out of it.
Okay, D.
That's fair.
That's fair. What do you think about the possibility of Trae Young having a better career than Kyrie Irving?
Honestly, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
You watch what Trae Young has done this couple of years. Trae Young was able to drag his team, even though the Eastern Conference is actually better than it was when Kyrie was young.
Okay,
Kyrie first came to the league and Cleveland was there. You had Miami and everybody else. You had Miami and Boston pretty much. You had, the Chicago teams had already broke up by the time he got to the league. So, you look at his best season with no LeBron, he was horrible. He looked good, but his team was, they were what they were. Yeah, they got 2 overall picks, 2 number ones. I'll just put it that way. So they were terrible. Trae Young has been able to take a team not just into the playoffs, but they made it into the conference finals. Now, granted, there is no LeBron in the East right now, but there's not a ton of just horrible teams either. You know what I mean? Like, even the teams that didn't make the playoffs, like a healthy Toronto is a pretty decent team. You know what I mean? A healthy Boston is a pretty decent team. You know what I mean? A healthy Miami is a pretty decent team. Now, granted, he didn't have to play all of those teams at full strength this year, but he did make it to the conference finals, and he has shown up in the playoffs at a younger age than what you saw from Kyrie. Kyrie did most of his damage once he got with an established superstar, which happens to be LeBron James. Now, he went to Boston. That team imploded, and nobody liked him. Like, none of they publicly said that we don't like this dude. He's just not the kind of person we want to play with. So just based on that, nothing else. I don't care about none of the personal stuff, how I feel about him, any of that stuff, how I feel about anything he does, just based on what they've done accomplishment-wise at the same age. It's not out of the realm of possibility, especially with the way that Atlanta team is built. Like, they keep building the way that they're going. I can see them getting a chip if they add a couple more pieces. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit more size. Get, you know what I mean? I like Lou, but Lou ain't gonna help you get there because Lou don't defend anything, but he scored. So, you know what I mean? Like, I can't completely dismiss the argument because it has possibility just based on what we've seen at the same age that they are. So it's an interesting comparison, but you know what I mean? Like, I got to see it first. I don't disagree with it. We have to see. The Steph Curry thing, somebody could take that and lock it in the box and throw it in the volcano and let it burn up. Yes. That's not going to happen.
Ashes.
Okay, but Kai's a 40% 3-point shooter for his career also.
Right. See, I don't have an issue with that. I'm only talking about what they were able to do as the leader of their team.
Yeah, but see, Kai played with scrubs, NBA level scrubs. This buddy is playing with.
He got pretty decent dudes on the team. None of them are all-stars, though.
No, none of them guys are all-stars. But then let's be real. They caught a break this year in some of the things that's happened to teams, and this is just an abnormal year. We would not hurt. Yeah, this is abnormal year. I don't want to take that away because injuries are a part of the game, and everybody played the same day, so it is what it is. But
this thing, I don't want to cut you off. But this thing, my thing is, even when Kyrie had completely healthy teams, because you got to remember, a lot of those dudes that were on the Cleveland team was still there when LeBron got there. Tristan Thompson was still there. Him and
Right.
Dion Waiters couldn't coexist, which we know.
Nobody can coexist with Dion Waiters.
Yeah, he's kind of imploded. But what I'm saying is, even with that, like he was never the dude that made his teammates better.
I'll agree with that.
He was never the dude. Trae Young makes his teammates immensely better. Like a lot of them dudes on that team, like John Collins, look great right now. I'm not saying John Collins was a scrub, but I'm gonna give some of this credit to Nate McMillan, because when Nate McMillan took over, a lot of Trae Young's game changed. I think Nate McMillan, and they haven't hired him yet. And if I'm Nate McMillan, I'll probably be telling y'all peace out after the end of this season, because y'all haven't even offered me a contract, but at least not publicly that we know. Maybe there has been something done behind the scenes, but for real, if it wasn't for him coming in, they wouldn't even be in this position, because Lloyd Pierce just let Buddy just do whatever. Yeah. Nate McMillan seems to have held him accountable. Right. Listen, talent-wise, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. But Kyrie's the better player. No, they didn't say that though. I know what this. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to go ahead and try to make this analysis as sensible as I can, because I'm not a Trae Young fan. I think he's a little guy, and he shoots too many threes. Like that last game, that was just ridiculous what he was doing, and he just didn't make that. And then the game he scored 48. He was 4 for 13 from the field. I get it. And another thing is, I think he benefits greatly from that jumping backwards into people and all this other stuff that they get these offensive players. It benefits. So I think he's taking advantage of the rules, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, and he does have handle and everything. Everybody else do it. So I'm not mad at him. But as far as the comparison of the talent, listen. No, talent. That's a gap this wide. There's no comparison between him and Kyrie. Kyrie has better handles, and Kyrie's a better shooter. You know what I'm saying? And Kyrie is 3 feet tall, 3 inches taller, and about 40 pounds heavier. And let's be real, neither one of these cats are playmakers. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I said this to somebody else that's a Hawk fan. You can get, if you're playing a 1-5, if you're playing a team and you're running 1-5 pick and roll, and you got a decent guy that can shoot, and the darn other team's 5 is sitting in the paint, you're gonna have a field day. In this NBA, any dude can make that jump shot. Any dude can make at least 40% from the 3-point line and then make that runner, or even just get that wide open mid-range shot. Jay Williams said this best. He said, "I wish I was playing him today against Joel Embiid." Bro, he be killing them. The bigs are sitting in the lane. They're refusing to come up and challenge him because he's going to go around them. Now that's part of what it is, and that shows that the kid's got the quick so he can get to the bucket. But when you tell me Kyrie Irving and this cat, they're not. The talent is not the same. No, it's not the same. Now, better career. It's going to depend on who they play with. So that's why I'm agree with everybody on that one. It depends on who they play with, because you can't tell me talent-wise these cats match up. There's no comparison. Kyrie Irving might be the best finisher I've ever seen. That's my point. So finish and to lose point about Kyrie. Listen, I know he gets a bad rap because of what's been going on. Yeah, but the buddy look at it like this: he ain't trying to be entertainment for y'all. That's what it break down to me. That's what he's saying. And there are real issues that he want to address that people want to kind of sweep over and be like, I don't want that in my sports. But that's it. I mean? But that's where he is. That's where he is. He just don't want to be. He just don't want to be entertainment for y'all, and everything and all these other social issues are going on that he's become aware of, and that's just the way it is now. He can't use his platform as a basketball player to probably, bring more light to it. That's the way I think he could look at it. But I'm not Kyrie Irving, and I'm not advising him. But I'm sure there's somebody around him probably telling him the same thing. Hence why he ain't void that $40 million. Yeah, we need that. Yeah, we need that, bro. A lot of difference with $40 million. Yeah, gotta get. Let's play this 160 out. You know what I'm saying? So. But as far as the talent, no, there's no comparison with the talent. But the comparison on the team is now when them boys healthy next year, when that Brooklyn Nets team healthy next year, is Blake coming back? Huh? Okay. Is Blake coming back? Yeah, Blake coming back. Yeah, Blake having the time of his life. Yeah, but you think Blake gonna come back playing for $160,000 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Why not? He made over $200 million in his life. What? I mean, he don't need to make no more money. He don't need to make no more. Try to get that chip, bro. You and Jeff Green, y'all come back. We know Dinwiddie's leaving. He's out of there.
Yeah, Dinwiddie out of ain't enough basketball.
Ain't no basketball for him, so he gone. So, but when that big three is healthy next year, bro, it ain't no chance for nobody.
He'd be a good fit in Philly.
Who that? Dinwiddie?
Yes, it would be a great fit in Philly.
He would be an excellent fit, but they would have to do something with George Hill, and George Hill could be his backup.
Man, then George Hill leave. George Hill could go. Thibault could go. If you can't score on that team, you need to leave.
That's right.
The NBA is not a defensive league. You need to score.
Speaking of not defensive league, bro, there are 3 changes I need in the NBA next season. You can't jump into a dude and get a foul. That's gotta go.
I agree. Backwards or sideways.
That's
not a shooting motion.
That's gotta go. You cannot initiate the contact all the way up the lane. And then when the guy is trying to, to stick to you, you jump into him and then they blow the whistle. That's gotta go.
You cannot grab the dude's arm and keep running with it and get a foul. I hate that.
Stupid.
We got to stop that one. And Jimmy Butler's guilty of it too. He does the same thing, jump into dudes and get the foul. Jimmy does it. James Harden does it. Trae Young does it. Dame even does it. They're all guilty. So I just want that to go. Chris. And then another thing is, if you're going to call it a flagrant for a guy's foot, whether it's accidental or whatever the situation, you're calling it a flagrant. I need you to be consistent because I don't care how you feel about Kai. I don't care how you feel about Kyrie. That was a flagrant foul.
That should have been a flagrant foul.
That should have been a flagrant foul.
You walked up under him, even though he didn't try to do it. You still did it.
Well, you called that same call in a game where Chris Middleton went forward. You called that on Bruce Brown. You called it a flagrant, and all he was doing was challenging the shot. And you said that's a flagrant foul. Although he was challenging the shot, and that buddy jumped forward and landed on his foot. Well, why didn't Kyrie get the same thing? I don't want to hear about accident. If it's a flagrant because you slide under somebody's foot, be consistent.
Yeah, they like, hey, if he ain't got to play, we ain't got to listen to him talk after the game.
And that's the other thing that's why when Lou was talking, I was like, yo, that's part of my problem with how they look at Kyrie. You can't be mad at the dude for having a social because he's socially aware.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to say what he think.
Exactly. He shouldn't be afraid. Nobody should be afraid in this climate. Unless you're talking about Beyonce. But anyway, nobody.
I knew you were gonna come back with that one.
But nobody should be afraid to say anything they want to in this climate, in this day and time, especially when it comes to social justice. Because listen, for however many years it's been, they couldn't talk. They were told to shut up, dribble, run the ball or whatever, hit the ball or whatever, and take these paychecks. Now you got the voice, use it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
And that's the way I see. I don't have a problem with what Kyrie is saying whatsoever. So that's just me because I think a lot like Kyrie on some things, and I could be vocal because I really don't care what people think about me, so it doesn't matter to me. But in the West,
no, I'm kidding.
Man, I'm like Trick. She can't sing.
I was just gonna say, hey, all these audio amplifiers and stuff. I got an assignment. I got an assignment for one of my classes, and they got a video that talks about how many times they edit a photo before the general public see it, and they put it out there and be like, "You can look like Beyonce too." No, you can't, because you ain't got nobody doing 16 hours of artwork to make sure that one line in your neck is gone.
Right.
You got time to do like 4 hours of gym
makeup
work
exactly. You got a dietitian that make you fat-free food all year long. We eat at wherever we can afford that day.
I'm trying to tell you. I tried to do that vegan thing, boy, for about 2 weeks. It worked. I'm not gonna. It did give me energy as I was working all these days in a row. But boy, I'm trying to tell you, that's expensive. That vegan eating.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou, you go by and you smell one of them steaks cooking somewhere, you be like, hey, that thing mesmerized. You be like that dude on Pepe Le Pew. I am somewhere looking for you. I am coming to find you.
Hey, Lou, what's up with your sorry Yankees? They let the Red Sox sweep them again. What's up with them, man?
I'm gonna throw up right now.
I was just gonna say, you all right?
No, every time the Red Sox split, especially with the Yankees, I get, you know how I get. We just disgusted. But the Yankees have been doing well for the most part. I mean, over the last 2 to 3 weeks, they have been picking up steam, but they ran into a bulldozer in Boston. That's happened there. I mean, Boston seems to be on the right track again this year after just a 2-year layoff of getting below 500.
They hitting garbage cans again.
Yeah, I think they hit a garbage can on the south side.
I'm talking about they hitting the garbage can to let you know what pitch is coming, like they did when they cheated and won the World Series. I want to know they hitting the garbage cans again.
That's Houston doing that.
No, man, they got something else.
Boston did too, and the Yankees, and the Marlins. All of them.
They got buzzers in their shoes now.
All of them Florida, no, because Florida is awful.
Watch yourself talking about the Miami Marlins, and we're the Miami Marlins now, not the Florida Marlins. Watch yourself. Very light. But they all cheated. I don't know why they just popped Houston. I don't get it. They all cheated. It's just like the NCAA and college football, and they all cheat in recruiting. I don't know why certain teams get popped. They all cheat. So I don't get it.
Some are just too smart to get caught, I guess.
Speaking of the NCAA, the NCAA told the Supreme Court told the NCAA that y'all are dumb, y'all are goofy, and you've been basically getting away with not paying these kids. Pay the kids. Luke,
I love it.
Yeah, long overdue. I mean, it should have happened like they've been saying this since back in the 80s and 90s, and finally
80s and 90s. You better go all the way back to
farther than that.
When they when they started this foolishness. They've been paying these kids. They've been getting away with it, especially when them TV contracts came in and these coaches got them big salaries. I'm sorry.
Everybody been getting paid, Lou.
Everybody been getting paid but the kids. Everybody. Conference has been making crazy.
Think about how large Notre Dame is.
What?
Notre Dame's campus is
ridiculous. It's a city.
Massive,
it's a city. It's a city. Yeah.
They didn't pay for that from tuition fees.
No.
Football.
Yes. Florida State expanded their campus because they got good in football.
Yeah,
Miami expanded their campus because they became a national power. That's
you
how
can't even drive on campus no more. You have to get out your car and walk because they done built so many buildings now.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, it's about time, man. Get your money, man. I loved it. I thought it was great. Finally. Now, let's get a college football game back on Xbox and we good. We are good to go after that. I ain't got nothing else.
I stopped playing Madden when they stopped making the NCAA, bro. It was
I know you couldn't. Hey Lou, you can't port your team over. You done work hard on the team to make them good.
It ain't quite as fun. I'm sorry.
No, I'll give you that.
If you can't port your players over, I'm sorry.
Man, I made it through the Heisman Trophy winner. Now I can't draft them.
Yeah, I want to see him win about 9 Super Bowls in a row. I'm gonna put it on easy to do it, but
even that's too much to ask for.
I'm sorry, man. NCAA, they need to make it again. Madden. Who's on Madden this year? Is it Mahomes or is it Tom Brady?
They got a Champions Edition. They got Madden. They got Brady and Mahomes sitting on opposite benches.
I have not bought a Madden game since 15.
Oh no, you know what? I didn't buy them until it came out on PC about 2 years ago. That's when I got. I'm a computer dude now, man. I left y'all.
Is 2K on there?
Yeah, everything on there.
There's 2K on there. I might have to join that.
This is a plug for all PC makers. Listen, if you make software, I will send you my email. I will advertise all your stuff every time I'm on here with Will. Every time, bro.
Please.
They got. Like you look at a console, bro. A console might have maybe 500-600 titles,
right?
That you can get, and that's a console that's been out for some years. PC got probably 1 million titles. When I say 1 million, bro, they got stuff I ain't even know they make. When I first built my first gaming PC like 6 years ago, my mind was so blown. I think I sat there for like 6 hours just looking at stuff.
I think a lot of people gonna transfer over to the gaming PC, given the way that Xbox, that PS5 went. That PS5 burning.
Can't even buy it.
I know they had to recall it because then it burned up or something, or then it had some kind of
one exploded and blew up a dude's house and
car.
One blew up in the car.
Bus.
That PS5 ain't. That
I don't know
PS5
about
ain't. ain't
Yeah, that's no exaggeration, but you get the point.
No, man, I love it, man. I built my son one, man. I have to take it from him sometime. He don't be want to come out of his room. I'm like, bro, you got to go outside and live too. Can't
gotta get
just
some of that sun. Yeah, get some of that sunlight.
Man, it's a lot of stuff to do on here, man. I love mine. When I'm not at work and I ain't got Junior, or I'm doing something with my wife, or I ain't got no school work, which leave me very few hours to do it. When I do get time, I dive all the way in.
Trust me, I know the feeling. Trust me.
You don't have free time like that no more, Lou. They didn't tell me not your children to take up all your time, man. Nobody told me that. They made it seem like it was so much fun. I can't stand these jokers sometimes.
Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. That's a hard knock life.
Man.
But it's rewarding.
Yeah.
It's a hard knock life for real.
Yeah,
but we get the NFL's ready to get ready going. We got training camp starting next month. I think Dallas and Pittsburgh are gonna be the first two teams that's gonna go back to training camp because they're gonna be playing in the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game, yes.
All right, so we're gonna get to see two franchises that are overly hyped, and neither one of these teams are gonna do anything this year.
Ooh.
Dallas is not doing nothing, bro. Dallas will never do anything. As long as Jerry Jones is still calling shots, they're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I get it.
And then Pittsburgh, until they get rid of Ben Roethlisberger, they're gonna not do anything. That was the biggest 11-0 fraud ever in the National Football League, ever.
Yeah, Cleveland beat them so bad. I turned the game on at like the second quarter, thinking I'm finna see something good. I was like, "Oh Lord."
Cleveland's gonna be interesting with Clowney and Garrett.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's gonna be better than interest. That's gonna be must-see TV.
Are they the team to beat in the NFC North? AFC North?
I think so.
Yeah.
The reason I think so is because Baltimore failed to pull the trigger on the Julio Jones deal like that. That was just.
I wouldn't pay them either. I don't give a
dang. Listen, man, you have NFL teams know you only have a window that stay open for so long. You got Lamar right now, and you haven't had to pay him like a franchise quarterback, which means you can spend the money somewhere else right now, because eventually you're gonna either have to pay him or let him walk. You take that money and you get him a top flight receiver and see what he does, because then if it don't work out, you can let him and Julio walk in 2 years.
But
we don't take the shot.
But isn't professional sports what have you done for me lately business?
Yes.
Then Julio's what have you done for me lately business season was injured.
You gotta give him something that's gonna draw the defense's attention at least once to see what he do with it. You got to. If you don't, you really kind of cheating your own self to seeing what he could possibly be. Like, we know he can run. Everybody say he can't throw outside the numbers. I would beg to say he ain't throw outside the numbers because ain't nobody out there to throw to. Hollywood Brown is a slot receiver. He's small and the windows are tight. You ain't got nobody big out there to throw. Mark Andrews is a tight end. Snead is a tight end, and I think he left. So
then they draft one of them cats. Then they draft one of them top receivers.
Man, I don't care. I need a dude I need an NFL receiver now. You know what I mean? You didn't sign any of the dudes. Corey Davis was a free agent. You let him go to New York.
Corey's with the Jets, isn't he?
Yeah, he went to the Jets. That's New York. You know what I mean? You had both of the good tight ends. You let Bill Belichick snatch both of them. So you had to give him something to make it competitive. Because to me, clearly, Cleveland is the best team in that division because y'all didn't give him another weapon.
I think I would agree with you with Cleveland may be the better team because Judon's didn't that lineman leave? Oh no, Dupree left Philly.
But Judon went to New England.
Yeah, and Dupree left Philly. I mean, Dupree left Pittsburgh.
Bud is out. I think Bud.
Yeah, but he was hurt. Yeah,
still. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You basically had a 2-team race if you give him something, but you're not gonna come out. Listen, NFL teams are caught up to you. They caught up to you, so you have to give him something outside the numbers. Like if he don't get a big receiver outside the numbers, I ain't talking about that what these little mighty might do. That crap ain't working, man. They're not. You gotta give him something big outside and say, okay, all right, let's see what you can do. Baker, see, they gave Baker that. They gave Baker Landry. Jarvis Landry. He got pretty good size, and then they gave him OBJ. You know what I mean? Now you got a burner and a big dude. You got good tight ends. You got Njoku in the middle of the field. You got running backs. They gave him what he need. Y'all not giving Lamar what he need. He's not Tom Brady. You can't give him something and be like, okay, go make something out of this. You need him. He need a dude that could just be a playmaker.
What about this? Which division is the best in football? The NFC West or the AFC East? Lou, which one is the best division in football? Right now on paper, the AFC East or the NFC West? Because they both are loaded.
I think the NFC West is.
I'm gonna say the NFC West.
You got three potential Pro Bowl quarterbacks in that division. You got Kyler.
Stafford. Okay.
You got Stafford. You got Kyler, you got Stafford, and you got Russ.
Okay.
I mean, the Rams defense defense is loaded. Frisco's defense is loaded, but they ain't got no signal caller. So, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. You're not giving me no rookie that played at North Dakota State to be like, oh, he going to be it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jimmy G's going to play the first.
Man, like I said, you ain't going to put no rookie out there. Jimmy G need to go see whoever Ben Simmons need to go see. They need to go see the same person. Jimmy G got out there and saw all them Hollywood girls and forgot how to play football.
That's what Jimmy G got to do.
Beautiful. They didn't have none of these in Boston.
He got to stay out of Hollywood. That's Jimmy G's problem. He got to stay out of Hollywood.
Lou, Jimmy G went out there and got the porn stars and all.
Yeah, he got to stay out of Hollywood. He got to stay out the strip. That's his problem.
Man, I got this. I got pocket full of cash.
So both of y'all say the NFC West. That's interesting, given that all three of us are fans of teams in the East. And the Jets, I know they don't count because they're not going to do anything.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, look, if you stack it up, the 49ers have the worst quarterback situation in the NFC West, right? Mm-hmm. They basically have the worst quarterback issue right now.
Okay, yeah, on paper.
Yes. Okay, the Jets have who? A rookie. You know what I mean?
Corey Davis.
The Dolphin fans ain't even sold on their quarterback yet. The Patriots don't know who their quarterback is going to be. The only kind of halfway legit guy you got is Allen. And, I mean, he's nice, but he ain't. To me, he's not a cornerstone quarterback. He's just in a good situation with a good defense.
And a number one receiver.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, when you look at that versus what they got in the NFC West, just the quarterbacks alone separate the two divisions.
So the Super Bowl representative is not coming out of the AFC East, possibly. That's the preseason pick. That's the preseason pick.
No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. And I'm a Patriot fan, and they loaded up.
So who could possibly be the representative of the AFC?
I mean, say Kansas City. I'll give you three.
Oh, okay.
Kansas City, Cleveland, or Tennessee.
You really sold on that Julio Jones and AJ Brown.
It's not him. It's not him. I just think that if you watch their progress the last couple of years and the way that they play, that they play is conducive to winning football in the playoffs. They physical, they play hard defense, and they don't really turn the ball over. So
that's true. They don't.
You know what I mean? That's kind of why I go that route. You know what I mean? Vrabel's team is kind of streamlined. You know exactly what we're going to do, now stop us.
Yeah, but he had a defense that gave up a lot of points last season.
Yeah, you know, he'll get that fixed, though. I think he'll get that fixed. And plus, the best way to help your defense is to score points.
Well, in this NFL, definitely. In this NFL. Yeah. So he says Kansas City, Cleveland, and Tennessee could be a possible representative of the AFC. Who do you think it is, Lou?
In the AFC, well, I'm going to take Cleveland for one, that, you know, because that was my surprise pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, I think, has a shot. Influence. Gotta take one more. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the obvious and still go with the Chiefs as well. I mean, you know, Mahomes just had a little hiccups, you know, last year, but I still think they're pretty solid.
I picked Tennessee in the preseason last year too. I won't pick them this year.
Well, I mean, they weren't. I mean, but they weren't horrible. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
they were
if
good
they
team.
can't. That's what I'm saying. If they came out and laid an egg, I'd probably be like, nah. But I think, like I said, I think their upward projection that they've been on the last couple of years, I would have at least given them a shot at it. But I think, to me, Cleveland and Kansas City, to me, have the most talent out of everybody, except New England. But New England don't have a signal caller.
I'm partial right now to who I think will represent the AFC this year because I don't think Kansas City can play defense or block still. They'll probably score a lot of points, but I don't think they can play defense. And Honey Badger, he can get into many arguments with a quarterback if he wants to. The rest of those guys can't play defense. And if Frank Clark don't get his act together, they're gonna lose another a very good defensive player. So I'm not sold on KC this year.
I got one question. What happens if, from what I've heard, what happens if Denver is able to acquire Deshaun Watson and he's able to play? Would they become one of your favorites?
First, they would have to get him his own masseuse. That's number one.
Listen.
His own masseuse. Okay.
All right. But if they
this we're gonna do. Listen, we're gonna burn that comment. That didn't happen. That's gone.
Okay. What did they get from Bill Belichick?
Jerry Jeudy, Deshaun Watson, I like their defense, but I would still pick Vegas over them. Okay. I would still pick Vegas over them. Watson got problems, bro. He got real problems.
He needs some help.
He's not gonna get it in Houston. I don't know if they're gonna move this cat, and I don't think they're gonna get the value for him because of his legal issues. So I think he's gonna be stuck in Houston. I don't think if Denver makes the move and they give it up, how much will he be able to concentrate? Will he be distracted? I mean, that's serious allegations they charge against this dude. So,
but they are. I think he got some issues. I'm of the opinion that when stuff like this happen, I need to know exactly what's what first, because nobody filed a criminal suit against this dude.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
It's all of these are pay us lawsuits.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, because they came out that way, like they didn't come out like, hey, it didn't come out like the Jameis Winston thing did, where hey, this is a criminal case and it's gonna turn into a civil case. Like they all came out as civil cases. So I don't really have an opinion about it because it's like a money grab thing. I don't know.
I try to stay away from off the court stuff and off the field stuff. But when it comes to this situation with Deshaun Watson, bro, seriously got a thing with getting massages. From
how many goddamn massages do you need? Listen, man, I'm sorry. Hey, no. Throw the headset off. I'm just saying. Listen, you're rich. You rich. Yeah. You make how many million you just hire one person? Listen, and you ain't even got to do that. Listen, get your girlfriend, send her to be a masseuse. Then marry her. Your wife, who does not have a regular day job, can rub the heck out of you anytime you get ready. She can go on the road. She can go on vacation. When you in Maui, if you go to Bali and decide you want to get a massage on one of them little boats with no motor, you can get one right there. I don't get it. You on social media hunting people to
rub. That's my point. That's
you ain't even going to licensed people. You on social media. Hey, you want to rub down the keys?
See, he didn't even go massage GMV or none of the national franchise. This bro finding people on social media.
You got to fly them to you.
And Instagram at that.
Lou, you got to help me understand exactly what's going through this dude's mind. I don't understand. It's like the richer people get, sometimes the dumber they get. Like I've been trying to not say nothing about this for the longest. I wouldn't even say nothing.
No,
because I'm just not. I'm not comprehending it. This is the same dude who was in Jerusalem getting baptized in the Jordan or the pool of Bethesda or wherever he went. Like this dude, I'm like, all right, man, this is a good dude right here. And you like the steal your masseuse, man. I don't get it.
the more money they make, the more they're not mentally with it. So you gotta put it that way.
I'm not. I don't understand. Will.
I get it. All I said is simply
I'm frustrated right now.
Yeah.
When it came down, I just said, listen, I don't know if the cat guilty or innocent, but I do know he like Instagram masseuse. Instagram masseuse.
Come on, man.
Instagram.com.
Listen, man. Listen. All he had to do, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this because I mean just what I'm gonna say. He could have went to the little ranch that Lamar Odom went in. And just stayed there for a little while. You'd have been good. Listen, the Playboy Mansion is still open. Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I don't get it.
Hey man, he got a preference with finding his masseuse on Instagram. That's all it is, bro. He don't want massage envy, or he don't want a professional.
I hope after this he deleted his IG, Facebook. You don't need to be on no social media at all. None. You need to listen. Your lawyer should tell you if you are on social media, I would drop your case. You can't. If you talk to anybody, you're gonna have to do it old school.
Yeah.
Hello.
But that's why I said. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said that I don't know if Denver's gonna trade for this cat. But if they do, you know what I'm saying. John Elway isn't the general manager there anymore. I just found that out. So I don't know if they're gonna trade for him. But Sean Watson, you know, his reputation, I guess, but bruh, there's no denying you did go get it. You didn't even deny this. You found business for masseuse on Instagram. So that just makes it just already like, dang, bro, you got money. You can hire one. Yeah, you can hire one and be your masseuse. But why you
stay in the house? You ain't even gotta let her go. Why you not let her go? Because she ain't no indentured slave or nothing. I'm just saying, like, hey, look, practice over at 4. I need you to be at the house at 4:45 so we can go and get this massage over today. I want the hot rocks this time. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? With the little biscuit roller thing and the leg puncher, but oh man.
Like what is really going on with this buddy? I do not know. But if he goes to Denver, they'll be interested. But I think Vegas will be a better team. I think they'll be fighting with Cleveland. I mean, with Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fighting with them. I think Vegas is going to be really good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be a
good
so, team.
Man. I like Chucky. I like Chucky.
Chucky trying to get Aaron, but Aaron ain't going to get out of that deal because Green Bay ain't trading him to Chucky. They're not trading that buddy anywhere.
Hey, man. It's something wrong with them people out there.
Why?
Hey, man, look. It's like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with the way Aaron Rodgers is going about it. I do think he probably feel like, hey man, I don't like how y'all treat me. I'm ready to leave. Okay, great. Just tell us and keep it to yourself. But also, listen, you got to think about it. This dude is a stud, and you have spent your last 8 first-round picks on defensive players. All the man said is, listen, draft me one dude. The one time you draft the offensive player, you draft his replacement. I'm like, Aaron, hey dog, hey man, this marriage over. Look, I'd have tried, I'd have took care of y'all, I'd have bought you a nice house, I'd have bought you some cars and stuff. We done went on all the vacations. We done went to places that people don't even go. We went to Poland. To go see some penguins or something. And he ain't getting there. So listen, trade the man. You have obviously made your decision that you're gonna move on. Trade the man. I just don't think he should be doing the way he's doing it because he make his teammates feel like, hey, you don't believe in us at all. You don't care. You don't care about how we're perceived in this at all. So that's my thing. I think it should have stayed quiet.
Welcome to getting older, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Brett Favre had to go through it.
Exactly. See how you get her is how you lose her.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. I think they should have done it quiet. If that's how he felt, it should have stayed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should have stayed in house. That way,
he didn't want it that way. He figured he'd embarrass the organization. He figured he'd get support and come out and say they drafted the people and they drafted this quarterback and I'm mad and I'm hurt. Oh boo!
He ruined their leverage. He ruined their leverage because everybody that offer you something now they're gonna lowball you because they know this dude is not happy. You know what I mean? Remember when Greg Jennings left and then after he left, he was like, I hate playing with Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of cats have been saying that. Yeah, he ain't the only one. Right.
Yeah, but they only said it after they had got their situation resolved. You the only dummy want to air out all the dirty laundry. Why you still live in the house? You gonna burn down the building with you still in it? That's stupid.
Burning down the house.
There you go, Lou. Well, we gonna break down the house and bring this to a close. But I do want to say this about Aaron Rodgers. Just welcome to becoming an older athlete, bruh.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes. And if I'm the Packers GM, guess what's going to happen? You're going to play one more year for that contract you got, and if you don't, bye. We won't pay you. See you. Good gone.
then I'll just become the host of Jeopardy, and that's all.
You did not run from the 8-yard line to try to bust your butt to get that doggone touchdown. You showed us that you want to play conservative, so you didn't lay it all out. So why should we lay it all out for you? And the other thing is, it's simple. We need one more year from you because we need to get Trey Lance ready. So you either stay or you go. Which one? You in or you out? The way you get her is the way you lose her. I'm just trying to told you. It's just that simple.
Yeah, man, he thought he was Tom Brady, man.
He thought well, we did it to Brent Favre. We're going to do it to you. Remember, you sat on the bench behind Brent and you was chirping, and we said, okay, it's your turn. Bye, Brent. See you later. So guess what happened? We drafted the guy to replace you, and he's not saying anything far as we know, but you're doing all the chirping. You're acting like a true female. And it's not a disparaging against females. He's just acting shady. But I'm just saying, so guess what? See you. See you, Aaron Rodgers. I have no sympathy for you. None. Because this happens to every professional athlete when they get older. I'm sorry.
True.
The Miami Heat bounced from D-Wade when his knees got bad. We were not going to give him a legacy contract like Kobe got with the Lakers. See you, D-Wade. This happened to Derek Jeter when he was with the Yankees. Yeah, they appreciate all them titles, but when they got that young shortstop to come up and they to back him to take his place, see you, Derek Jeter. It happens. Aaron Rodgers isn't the first older guy that feels like he's been wrong because he wants to live on his past laurels. It doesn't work that way. It don't.
I got no argument with that piece.
Gotta see Aaron. Appreciate you, bro. And I think you'll be a good Jeopardy host. I really think you'll be a good Jeopardy host. Go do Jeopardy. Got great ratings when you go Jeopardy.
Yeah. I know. Listen, that's the easy $15 million a year.
Exactly.
You ain't got to get busted in the head or none of that.
That's it. You ain't got to cry about it. You ain't got to worry about your teammates coming out. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, he's good, but he's a different kind of dude. Now you go be in Jeopardy. You don't have to have any relationship with the contestants or with anybody else. You're just hosting the show.
Right.
Pretty much. Good point.
I mean, it's been a great run. He's a great thrower of football, but he's a horrible person.
But some players don't know when to hang him up.
That's all right. We're going to hang him up for him. Bye, Aaron Rodgers.
That legal?
Yeah, we're going to hang him up for him. Oh, say a prayer for somebody because prayer changes things. I'll holler, y'all. Be safe. We hanging him up for him, Lou. He got to go, bro.
Please, man. Y'all have a good week.
Yes, sir.
Good night.